It's finally time for our main event. Zab Judah against Floyd Mayweather. Judah has campaigned for 2 years at welterweight, including his biggest win over Corey Spinks and his worst loss to Carlos Baldemir. Mayweather has fought only once at 147 pounds, but few predict the added weight will bother him tonight. Judah versus Mayweather is being brought to you by Caesars Palace Las Vegas. Live famously. Wynn Las Vegas Resort and Country Club. By Corona Extra, miles away from ordinary. And by HBO Pay-Per-View, the best in pay-per-view entertainment, brought to you by HBO. Fans of Zab Judah hope for a return to form. That would be the slick technical style which saw Judah wrest the undisputed welterweight championship away from Corey Spinks, rather than the lackluster defensive performance in which he lost to Carlos Baldemir in January. No one questions Floyd Mayweather's form in championship fights. From Genaro Hernandez through Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo, Mayweather has been in with the best and has beaten them all. At ringside again, once again, with our special expert commentator tonight, former world heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis. Lennox, conventional wisdom is that Zab Judah has at best a puncher's chance in the fight. Now, he's not exactly Jack Dempsey as a puncher, and obviously conventional wisdom is that Mayweather is a truly great boxer. So even though Judah sees himself as the bigger, stronger man, how real is his puncher's chance? How big is his chance against a great boxer like Floyd Mayweather?
Well, usually when they say you don't have a puncher's chance, you have a puncher's chance. And that's what the main thing is about. When you throw a punch out there, when an exchange is going on, and you throw a punch out there, there's always that chance that you may catch the other opponent. And that's what they say when they mean a puncher's chance. But I believe that Zab Judah is going out there, he's trying to win the fight. So he likes to be the underdog. Like he said, he's a clutch player, and this is what he's going to go out there and prove.
We shall see if Judah is the kind of clutch player who can get this done. Probably no one in the sport is more skeptical than you. So why do you think that Judah's supposedly slim puncher's chance is slimmer than the way other people see it?
You've noticed.
I know you.
It's simple. Mayweather is an A+ fighter. Judah is a few grades below that. Plus, he has a mouthful of 20 carats worth of diamonds. Unfortunately, they are in a setting of glass. And in his fight against Baldemir, he seemed to be clueless. And further, as Mayweather put it, this is flawless against jawless.
Well, interestingly, neither fighter brought his trainer to yesterday's fighter meetings. Both fighters are trained by family members, and in both instances the relationships are sometimes in and out. But both trainers are very interesting, so let's take a look for a moment at their bios and consider their possible influence on the fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was trained at the beginning of his professional career by his father, Floyd Mayweather. Ultimately, they didn't get along at all. So Uncle Roger Mayweather was brought in to become the trainer instead, and Roger, by his own estimation, has done a great job with Floyd. 10 years as a trainer, trained Hasim Rahman at one time against John Ruiz. He himself was a terrific right-hand puncher as a fighter who was known for a while as the Mexican assassin because he had a kind of cottage industry going, fighting Mexican fighters before largely Mexican-American crowds in Los Angeles, wearing the black hat as the villain and beating them. He's a guy who likes competitive pressure. He definitely has done a fine job as Floyd Jr.'s trainer. And just as Floyd Mayweather is trained by a former professional boxer, in fact, has been trained by 2 former professional boxers, Zab Judah is trained by his father, who is a former world kickboxing champion. 20 years as a trainer, has trained a couple of other noteworthy fighters. But Larry Merchant, both of these guys, Roger Mayweather and Yoel Judah, are essentially, in the minds of the boxing public, one-fighter trainers. Roger trains Floyd. Yoel trains Zab. They don't have a broad influence elsewhere in the sport. What is their meaning in tonight's fight?
I think that Yoel Judah, as a former kickboxing champion, did not train his son in the schooled arts of boxing. His son, Zab, has an unorthodox style dependent on his athleticism, whereas Mayweather comes from a family of fighters and boxers. and they raised their son and nephew from the time he was in the crib throwing jabs and left hooks with rattles to be the fighter he is, a classic boxer with a punch.
Now, we filled 2 minutes there so that they could find the person who was supposed to sing the national anthem. Let's go into the ring to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, would everyone please rise at this time for our national anthem to be performed here by our very special guest. A round of applause for Mr. Kavan Edmonds.
I would like to dedicate my performance of the national anthem to all the troops here at home and abroad who are fighting for and defending our way of life. All ready? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free? Oh, yeah. And the home of the brave. Thank you.
Tail of the tape for Zab Judah against Floyd Mayweather Jr. And you can see the one-year age advantage for Judah, if you want to call it an advantage. The bottom line is they are both in the peak years of their careers. They have known each other, according to Judah, since he was 8 years old, meaning for 20 years. For most of the 20 years, they were friends. Definitely not now. Height, a 1-inch advantage for Mayweather. Arm length, a 4-inch advantage for Mayweather, measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. Remember, Judah thinks he's the bigger, stronger man. They weighed in under the 147-pound limit, both of them. Tonight, neither guy has gained much, meaning that they trained well and are in superb condition for the fight. Judah at 150, Mayweather unofficially weighs the same tonight that he did yesterday. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Zab Judah Floyd Mayweather fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. In case a cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell of any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
All right, Harold. In an odd piece of boxing politics, because Zab Judah still holds a welterweight title belt despite losing to Carlos Valdemir in January in Madison Square Garden, Floyd Mayweather walks first tonight. Very odd in a way, Lennox, to see the world's best pound-for-pound fighter walking first. Walk first, walk second, does it make any difference?
Well, to me, it always made a difference because I always like the other opponent to wait for me to come into the ring and watch me come into the ring. While he's in the ring trying to, stay calm, he's still dealing with the pressures of the outside crowd and everything. And, the last guy in the ring always says that he's the best because last guys always comes to the ring the last. The best guys always come to the ring the last.
But if anything bothers Floyd Mayweather, you're never going to know it at a moment like this. His level of relaxation, as we mentioned earlier when he was smiling and laughing walking into the arena, is enormous for this kind of task.